it and pass it on to those who are willing. And as we pass one idea or one ideal on to another person, we pass the will of the heaven. We pass the lamp across the open grave of materialism and pass it to a new generation. But we pass on the light, not the darkness. We pass on our achievements and not our vices. We pass on the progress and not our mistakes. And when the time comes to start the new century, we ought to be able to pass the lamp of our inner realization of what is right, and make that the great gift that we can make to the future. And each one of us, as we live through the span of our material existence, can share with those whom we love and who love us the wisdom and integrities that have come to us. We can forget all the griefs and grievances and remember the services that we have received, the love that has been given to us when we didn't even appreciate it, the sacrifices that were made for us and we have not even acknowledged. All along we can gradually transform the uncertainties of ignorance into the certainties of truth. And in doing this, we pass on the lamp. We pass on the example of that which is right. And then you never know where that light is going to strike. And across the open grave of ages, the lamp still shines, for the great truths of life will never fail. But it is possible for each individual to reach out, to touch some part of it, and to take the lamp from someone whose hand is faltering. So every century must have not only those who support its economics and its industries, but those who love and respect its virtues, that recognize the tremendous privilege of sharing life, sharing love, sharing friendship. And if we share the best we have, we will pretty soon have a world that looks quite differently. That is one of the beautiful things about Christmas. No matter how poor we are, we have something to give, because in the soul of ourselves there is always a wealth that we probably do not even realize. There is always the wealth of all that has gone before, the wealth of life after life, lived in every part of the world, in every level of society, always learning something better, always outgrowing the old and growing up to the new. This is a major emergency now. We've got to outgrow the old. We do not let it die. We do not curse it, because we know we needed it. We know that the mistakes that we have already made are the only hope that we have of doing it better in the future. If these mistakes had succeeded, all the laws of nature would have been frustrated. If for one moment vice has a victory over virtue, we are lost. But never in the history of the world has vice ever had a victory. It has merely been something that individuals took instead of the truth. And because of their taking that, they have died without the truth. So we all have something to look forward to. We have something that is locked within ourselves, perhaps for ages, all of the history of the world, the history of space, the hopes of generations long vanished. In our hearts and minds are the ruins of empire, but also in our hearts and minds are the hopes of eternity. So if we get together and do something about this, we will join those sons of sapience, of wisdom, and we will in due time pass the lamp of our learning to the next generation. It must be a lamp worthwhile. And that's a lamp that doesn't need petroleum. It doesn't need any element that is in short supply. It needs only love and friendship, which have been in abundant supply for a long time, because no one has used them too much. There are plenty of them left. And with those thoughts, I want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and hope that each one of you will take the little lamp of truth in yourself, let it light your life, and pass it on to those who come after you. Merry Christmas.